What you're about to see is real. All video and audio was captured at an actual paranormal investigation. Nothing has been manufactured or staged. Tonight, on the 5th season premiere of Local Haunts, Steve and Pamela investigate a historic landmark in Jacksonville, the Alhambra. This well-known venue of stellar entertainment and fine dining has more to offer than dinner and a show. The Alhambra is also the home of paranormal activity. Just who lurks backstage and in the arena of this local haunt?
Hello and welcome to Local Haunts. I'm your host, Steve Christian. Joining me as usual is my co-host, spiritual medium, Pamela Theresa. And on cameras are Kevin Remington and Savannah Huffingham. Employees of the Alhambra contacted Local Haunts about activity in the famous theater, so we decided to check it out. And as usual, we wanted to start the investigation without any prior knowledge of what's supposed to haunt the theater. Pamela wants to go into a space completely raw, so that she can cleanly connect to the spirits in a location without contamination of reported activity or supposed spiritual occupants. That way the information that comes through her can be validated by those who know firsthand about the location. And the investigation starts right now. Before we began the investigation, Pamela was explaining to Mark Berman from the Alhambra how we do spirit capture on still camera.
So we really try to teach people about the difference, and spirit moves. It's light. We're light. There's a difference between a bug and an orb.
Sure.
So that's one of the things that I like to do when I come in first, is study the space, understand the lighting, and understand the peripheral.
She knows where they are. So she'll say, start taking pictures because he's right here. Okay. And when I do that, we've caught some pretty amazing stuff. We find that the one from the Museum of Science History. And this is, she said there's a guy standing right here.
And we got that up film.
Yeah, so somebody was actually shooting me taking the pictures at the same time, and it's gone. Huh. Those are taken like 1 second apart.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
That's the kind of stuff we do.
Yeah.
I'm going to carefully review all of our footage because there's a lot of activity here. So, how did you caught the Florida Theater apparition? Quite by accident. Spirit was talking to me about we're going to do careful analysis of our footage here because one of these two cameras is going to get us in. We'll be stepped, but you don't really see live until you go back in the same way with.
Exactly. I really want to know the recipe for the lighting and stuff to catch them best.
Exactly.
Because the first Port Theater was pitch black, but there was IR light from 2 cameras on it. And the second at Goldie, we caught with lights on, night vision just like this.
Yeah. So it's going to be really going in tune of like the moonlight here, of how we originated, how we started, what created this paranormal power couple. And here we go.
Coming up on Local Haunts, the ghost of the Alhambra Dinner Theatre have something to say.
He's in. Just say I can.
By the way, for our spirit friends that are here, just so you know who I am, I'm Steve. This is Pamela. That's Kevin. That's Savannah. Don't run into anything, Savannah. Do you guys like it here?
this room into that room because vibration turns.
Alhambra Dinner Theatre live.
Now that's EVP. That
Oh, yes.
the hair behind. You know, I'll look for that.
There.
Uh-huh. The click. That's how this machine will pick it up sometimes.
Well, you can't please them all, but at least they were talking for us.
And then you can hear the whispers.
You got a female.
So you heard the breath behind me. So as I'm talking, that's why it's effective that when you're trying to capture EVP, is to actually talk, because you can hear us talking and then you can hear the voice behind the voice. That's EVP behind that. It's EVP heavy rich. Okay, let's go again and have the conversation. So like when you're talking about supernatural, normal conversation, that's when they'll step into the conversation that you're having. That's why so often people capture evidence when they don't even know they're capturing it.
Yeah.
So many people try to capture evidence and they're sitting still and nothing's happening. Well, so are the wristband skirts. They're sitting still like waiting for something to happen. Anybody here starting to get a serious headache right here? Picking up on that? And also back pain right here.
My actually lower back I'm feeling.
Pamela was getting empathic hits from the spirits that dwell in the theater. That means that she can feel the injuries that were part of their death experience. And some of the rest of the team was picking them up as well.
Just kind of hear people talking about there. I like this kick though. You see that?
It's been doing that.
Yeah. It kept turning, all of them kept turning off too, earlier.
If you guys have anything to say, please feel free to chime right in. Speak up nice and loud, hopefully, so we can get you. You've heard us get your voices on here already. You know she can hear you, even though the rest of us may not.
Somebody can try to capture evidence and they're sitting still, nothing's happening. Well, so are the wristband skirts. They're sitting still like waiting for something to happen. There. Back skirts. They're sitting still like waiting for something to happen. There. You got a really good EVP.
I like this kick. You see it?
Right there. It's been doing that. It's been doing that. It's been doing that.
I like this kick. You see it?
Take it to Kevin so you can hear that.
You see it? You see it? You see it? You see it? You see it?
Just say I can or something like that.
You see it?
It's been doing that. And then that.
I'll put a light on this as well for when it's dark.
That's cool.
Or
So that's kind of like what I wanted to show people who are watching and how to really gather evidence. So if you just sit still and you put down and you're like, okay, do something, it's less likely you're going to capture. But if you're just doing normal chit chat and such, you're going to get a lot. And so they're wanting to be a part of the conversation as well. Just like when Kevin said, the light just went off. Do you see that? Ah, yeah, I saw it. You know, everybody else is speaking up because they're part of what we're doing here.
Coming up on Local Haunts.
We're going to pose with Pamela.
I've got somebody who moves around quite fast in here. What are some of the things you're picking up on the space? And the two of y'all can pick up, talk about it as well, because sure enough, as the camera's rolling and we do have EVP rolling, we'll capture evidence and validation of certain things that y'all are picking up.
Well, I get the feeling somebody's sitting in this chair that he was just sitting in because it's pulled out. was like available for easy access for them to come sit in.
Right?
I don't think it's the girl, I think it's a guy.
Okay, we'll go ahead and validate.
Okay, get a warm tingling.
All right.
Fans of local haunts have learned that you can physically feel spirit. They have a warm, tingly sensation that can be felt with your hand when you put it in the energy of spirit. Who could ever forget the reaction of Michelle Chase when I guided her hand into an earthbound spirit that dwelled at 99.9 Gator Country?
You want to slide into her? And
It feels like
Whoa, 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 whoa. Nuh-uh. That did not just happen.
It just happened.
Using this technique, I validated that my hunch was right. There was an earthbound spirit sitting in this chair, and I could feel him as a warm, dense, tingly patch of energy.
So I don't know how reflective that seat is as far as capturing. You want to get behind Stephen?
She's going to take some pictures of you here, and don't be afraid.
Let's see if I can help. Very light. I don't think you're going to get capture.
Boost them up, babe.
Okay. Plus, this is not a friendly place because it's reflecting it off. So
Yeah, it's not the best.
Yeah. So that's another thing, when you get a photo capture, if you're trying to take a photo of evidence of spirit and you've got a surface that will reflect the light back, it will bounce back and you won't be able to get the capture.
We thought we would head backstage and see what we could get as far as evidence, because we already proved earthbound spirits were with us.
There's a little bit of light back in here.
Okay, with a chair.
Go ahead and bring your, my put my shoes right here. Bring your, it's not very shiny. Just start taking, like, right up against there, try to take some pictures.
I'm going to shoot some pictures of this curtain right here.
Okay. I know where I'm standing, but what do we got? Bring it on!
I left my flashlight somewhere.
Over here. I'll light a cigarette for you later.
There's one that's right.
Somebody was wanting some candles lit pretty well. Very interesting.
Go ahead and pose with Pamela.
As soon as I said come pose with Pamela, on the very next picture, I caught this shaft of light as our earthbound friend moved in to pose next to Pamela. And in the very next picture, we caught the movement of spirit as he took his place on her right side, just where she wanted him.
Go ahead and pose with Pamela.
And you can stand right here. Standing behind the camera is not doing us much good. Come next to me here. We're going to get a photo.
Coming up on Local Haunts.
I've got somebody who moves around quite fast in here. If you could be still, you can come take my hand if you want. I'm not scared of you.
You said it's scared. Oh, we got one there.
This is a pretty impressive capture. None of the crew were moving in the room, and there were no changes in lighting while I was taking these pictures. Our earthbound friend was being defiant and darting about around Pamela, and here we caught him on camera.
Okay.
Seems to be taking pictures awfully slow today.
I know the energy. Okay, there you go. Come on, Bella.
All right, he just funny. All right,
Yeah.
he appeared to your right, and
Yeah.
right as you looked to your right.
Just don't give up. Keep going. We're going to get some good energy.
Oh, why is this going so slow tonight?
He's got a hold of my hand with my thumb. Boop, boop, right there.
I wonder if my memory's getting so full. That's why it's taking so long. There we go.
Yeah. Don't give up. Just keep going.
We'd love to be able to see your face.
It's about like right here. Got a bald head. Sorry.
Nothing wrong with that. This is a great example of how to capture spirit on camera. It requires patience and a fast camera. You want to position yourself where there isn't anything reflecting back into your camera, as this will cause a false image. And you want to hold the camera as still as possible and simply take a lot of pictures of the same area at the same time from the same angle. That way, when you get an image, you can eliminate things like lens flare for any anomalies you may capture on camera. But it's important when presenting evidence to take a lot of pictures of the same angle at the same time, because one random photo with an orb is a hard sell as evidence of the paranormal. Kind of a little something there.
Yeah, keep going. That's the thing about photo capture. You know, we're capturing different realms, so you have to be very patient. It's just gotta be just right.
Would love to see your face, sir. What should we call you? Are you Henry?
That'll do. He's standing in my face.
He's standing in your face. He's all up in your face.
Uh-huh.
Pamela said the spirit was standing up in her face. These pictures show that he was in fact doing just that, including this one with a spark of light over her eye. And then it's gone.
Come and validate. Okay, so go stand right there and shoot that way. So we're gonna do it this way, nose to nose. Fine. It's making me breathe him.
Come on, Henry. You don't like that.
Anybody here feeling the energy shifting? Like a little buzzing in your ears a little bit?
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
you ready to go home?
No, it's just very much uninterested. What about you, Kevin? What you thinking of? Let's try this tour over here. Step our toes. So right here, we're going to call you Mr. Henry.
The camera's locked up.
So the camera's just not on your property today.
Huh.
You those guys. Now they're around us all the time. Is it just not cooperating?
It's just taking really long between pictures.
Have you gotten anything?
Not in the chair.
All right.
The dominant spirit we were calling Henry was trying to intimidate Pamela, and his energy was causing my phone to behave erratically, and he was draining our batteries. But we weren't done with him yet.
Next time on Local Haunts.
So,
I don't know if there's somebody in here or not, but we were walking by, I just kind of felt.
Steve and Pamela continue their investigation of the Alhambra with embedded reporters from First Coast Magazine. What will they find as they head backstage?
If you or somebody you know would like to book Pamela for a private or group read, contact her at mediumintheraw.com or call 904-238-4359 and reconnect to lost loved ones.